Shalom, this is Mary Omni from the World Government House of King David, Holy Covenant Constitutional Enforcer. This is a Republic Notice. The title of this Republic Notice is called The Satanic Epidemic of Anal Rape in the U.S. The Satanic Epidemic of Anal Rape in the U.S. This silence is not golden about the anal rape epidemic in the United States. Now, the U.S. and the United States has two different identifications. One is the United States, meaning the land in the land contract of the United States. And the other one is the U.S., and that's called the United Squatters. Them are the majority of the people. The majority of the people in the United States are United Squatters. They feel as though if they could come to America on the land and open their legs and squat out a baby, they're American. They're not. They call U.S. citizens, that's United Squatting citizens. They're united in their squatting, and they call United Squatting citizens. They don't have any constitutionality. They squat really in the U.S. corporate mule anus. And this is why this is connected with the U.S. being a bastion land of anal rape. A lot of these United Squatters came to rape and pillage from Black Americans, human capital investment of 300 and 400 years, because some satanic bankers and leaders of the church, of the Catholics, and told them that they could come here, and they sponsored them here, and then they told them to rape and pillage the 14th of the black infant. They said, as a Catholic Church, I bring you here, but then again, I'm going to put you on the back and tell you to be a U.S. squatter in the anus of the U.S. corporate mule, so you can trample the constitutional black child for his 14th human capital inheritance and investment. Now, what does this have to do with the U.S. being a bastion of anal rape? Well, if you approve of trampling the most vulnerable citizens, what you do to the least of these, you do unto me, is what King Jesus said. And what you do unto the least of these is you trample children. So that means there's no low you can go. You trampling a newborn baby for his birthrights by 200, 300, 400 million. Okay? So you're raping the life chances of this black infant that's in the Constitution, that I might add is the God sovereignty of the constitutional United States of America, the greatest country that the world has ever seen or ever known, and that will ever be on this planet. It's the greatest country that will ever be. There will never be another one to reach out to the world and give it a chance for redemption like the United States of America light has been. And the reason it's that light is because it has God's namesake, that black royal infant, in the Constitution as the God sovereign. See, his ancestors took the whip for 200 to 300 years to be God sovereign. Therefore, it offered the world redemption, but the world chose not to heed. It offered the world a chance to redeem itself, but the world failed to heed. It offered all the foes of God, those who wanted to fight the holy kingdom of righteous authority, it offered them a chance to redeem themselves, to serve the kingdom of God. Everyone was given this opportunity, but instead they chose to trample the vulnerable child called the black infant that they knew who ancestors were in involuntary servitude 300 to 400 years in America, but they knew their descendants had constitutionality too. So what I'm saying is that The U.S. corporate mule have all these squatters, and these squatters are processed through the mule, and they have a little space in the anus while they're being processed as debtors and dung contractors and abominators. So here we got satanic abominators being processed by King Yeshua Mule that parked right next to the 15th Amendment in 1871 to celebrate the New Jerusalem Wall of the 15th Amendment Supreme Non-Consent Jurisdiction vote. Now, let's set that on the table for a minute and just dwell on that as a beginning of understanding this point. As these squatters squad in the mule anus and pretend they have constitutionality and trample and assist banksters, gangsters, and satanic energies of raping constitutional wealth resources to the decimation of its citizens, which are Black Americans. They are signing contracts and pacts with Satan. And Satan, his signature is anal rape. His signature is anal rape. And this is why there is an epidemic of anal rape in the U.S. No matter where you go in the U.S., this anal rape has penetrated the military. In the U.S. military, it was 14,000 in 2012 reported of soldiers being anal raped. And that's the U.S. military. Now, if they're doing this to the males, you don't know what they're doing to the females. And I advise people to really consider sending your children in this satanic hijack regime that we call the military. Because if it was our military, anybody wouldn't be able to walk into the borders. I mean, that's common sense. And now the soldiers are wondering why they can't get their benefits. It's because you wanted to believe in a satanic system that all you got to do is war against somebody and you'll have a patriotic, patriots citizenship. Meanwhile, it's proof that you're not serving America, because our borders wouldn't be open like some wide open whore for anyone to walk in. You're not no soldier of America, okay? I don't know who you work for, the globalists, but the globalists going to tell you to climb on that black infant back. And the black infant is contracted with all the wealth in this country. And believe me, we don't owe you nothing with our borders wide open. Most of you are immigrants by the Catholics and by the banksters and everything. And this is why this anal rape is going on. It's to remind people that contracts with Satan has been part of this whole hijacking and trampling of the constitutional heirs and its citizens. Even the black men in prison, and whites, Spanish, and all kind of men, they are experiencing anal rapes as if it's just a part of everyday life. You go in there, you coerce to be anal raped, because if you don't do it voluntarily, you're going to get hurt in the process. So you take it any way you choose to do it. Some may choose to die, but the majority of them don't. They're coerced into anal rape. And this is part of the control and the American torture. And it's really the satanic signature. It's the satanic icing on the cake. Every time there is an anal rape, Satan lights the candle. It's like a birthday party for him. A birthday party. Because I've seen the angels of hell, and we do have hell angels, because we have prisons in hell in another dimension. And I watch them, and all they do is anal rape. But the anal rape in hell comes with fire. So, you know, if someone enjoys anal raping another person, he will be anal raped in another dimension. And his anal rape will be an eternal anal rape. And it will be with fire, a fire in his anus, burning him in eternity in hell while he's being penetrated by fire in his anal. And he will feel every bit of the fire anal rape. It will be his understanding of what he did to any young men that came in that prison. And these are the prison officials too. The prison owners, the ones who have the prison corporations, the ones who hear the prison corporations, the military commanders that allow the rape of new recruits in the military, whether male or female, all of you are destined for anal rape in the hell dimension with fire of eternity of raping your anal. We know that a lot of the prison is made up of constitutional citizens. The black male is the 15th Amendment. They want to lock him up. Now, he don't know in 2013 that the black woman is his power base. See, he don't even know that this whole prison and locking him up is to keep him from his power base, the black women. Because you got the other black men that's outside and they standing on the sidelines pointing at their own power base. So they have succeeded, and Satan has succeeded in telling them to stay away from their power base, which is the black woman, which would raise their frequency. See, they don't have enough sense at this point to be with their power base. See, they done been convinced that somehow their power base is their enemy, because it has been so many squatters in America that they thought that they could blend in with the squatters and all this filth and abomination and evil spirits, and then stand and accuse their own power base, the black woman, which means they ain't plugged into the matrix. That means that they are tricked by the Patrix. The Patrix, and that Patrix is the rape signature of Satan. The Patrix is the rape signature. When you thought you was watching a Matrix movie at Hollywood, what they was hiding for was the Patrix. And they told you it's the Matrix. Matrimony, the marriage of Mother Earth. They told you to stay away from her. They told you that she going to imprison you. And why did they tell you that? So they can have you in the Patrix, raping you, lighting candles, so Satan can get his glory and his satanic energy up every time it's an anal rape. This country has the highest acceptability of anal rape than any industrialized country on the planet, to the point that Hollywood makes jokes about it. People make jokes about it. Don't drop the soap. This is an ugly thing where the citizens of this country has been reduced mentally to make fun of satanic charged energy, anal raping, because we know that's near the area of the peri or the kundalini. And when you got all these black men in prison getting raped, you are violating their kundalini energy to make sure they never become God, so that when they get out of the prison, a lot of them are just raging fools for Satan. A lot of them saying that they Hebrew Israelites, and they coming out of prison, they haven't had a mental detox. And they wouldn't like to listen to my videos, because my videos will give them a mental detox. But see, their egos will be in too much in the way. They're going to hold on to their suffering. They're going to hold on to their rape. They're going to hold on to their pain. They're going to hold on to everything but their souls and their truth. They're going to hold on to the falsehoods, and then they can stand and just point fingers and accuse the black woman, then resort to calling her all kinds of satanic, visionary imbues that he done absorbed. What does it say about some people who want to squad so much that they sit and they watch anal rape in their country, and it's like an American pastime like baseball? What does that tell you about these people on this American soil squatting on the saints and the blood of King Jesus?
This is Mary Omni from the house of King David. Shalom.